Yo, what up, everybody? It's your boy Des on the Trend, aka Trend, and today we're gonna be talking about what Epic just did with Fortnite. Save the world information we just got. Uh, this was a pretty big one for me, and for all of us, really. This piece of information is pretty crucial. I came at a crucial time too. Let's be real here. Fortnitmares is just about to return, and they decide they're going to release this crucial information about the future of the game. This is pretty riveting stuff, if you ask me. So, basically, what's going on is I'm going to talk about what the development state of development blog was about. I'm going to be reading off some stuff in full, and I'm going to be sharing my thoughts and opinions and all that good stuff for you guys. Okay? I'm going to be having some gameplay of me just playing, messing around, trying to get some stuff done. So yeah. So as far as state of development is the big thing here is no free to play in 2018. Yeah, they're delaying it. I'll just read this one paragraph, I guess. They said, and I quote, "We decided to move the free-to-play launch of Save the World out of this year. We're working on a broad set of features, reworks, and back-end system scaling we believe are needed to go free-to-play. Save the World has grown consistently since our launch in July 2017, and Fortnite overall has experienced, I'm stuttering, and preceded growth. Scaling up for the legion of player heroes who will be joining the fight is key to providing an excellent experience. This applies to all of our players, old and new, so we're taking the time to get this right." Yep. So essentially what they're saying is we want to work on the game some more. It still has some bugs that need to be kinked out, you know what I'm saying? So they're not going to release it free to play this year. And I think that's the right move. I know for the broke boy gang, for my broke people, all my broke people who are waiting for this, this is disappointing. This is disheartening. But you have to look at it like this. I think you would rather have a game be delayed so that it works right rather than have the mess that us early access players deal with. I mean, sure, you'll be right with us earning free V-Bucks and all, but really, it'll be in a broken game. It'll feel impossible, and they're not trying to have that be an issue. So I think they made the perfect move to not release it this year. I think the problem was they gave themselves a deadline, and now they were realizing we can't meet the deadline. So I think they should have just said in the near future, and they would have been fine. But good news for some of the broke boys who may come into some money this week, and for people who like to have their super editions while making new accounts and making new stuff like that, all that good stuff. Save the World is going to be half off. All the versions, standard, deluxe, super deluxe, and limited edition. Whether or not that means the ultimate edition will be available is up to Epic. I would assume it would. It was on the birthday event. I don't see why they won't do it this time. But you get the point. It's going to be half off. 50%. So, yeah. Something to look forward to. Let's get into the big chunk, the most important piece of the puzzle here. Front end improvements. I'm going to actually read all of this, to be completely honest. So it says, and I quote, "The front end UI should feel more like an integrated and understandable part of the game. Bringing the inventory into the front end earlier this year was the first step, but the upcoming revamp should push things even further. We are recognizing menu options to make them easier to find and converting some old UI tutorial quests to use a new callout system. Additionally, we are adding polish and characters to menus. At the end of this revamp, I want you to move more of your Fortnite experience into the game rather than the front end. We'll release an in-depth look at this incoming changes in the next few weeks to prepare for the rollout for the next few months. Yeah, so essentially what that is, and I'll have some photos up right now of what they're talking about, and it pretty much is they're changing the UI. They're changing how the starting menu looks and all that stuff. And in my opinion, I think it looks good. I think it looks good. I think it looks really, really good. I really like it. I really like it. Yeah, it looks pretty decent. So this is it, Chief. Chief said this was it, so this was it. I like it. I like it a lot. It looks a lot more, organized for each column, or each slide, each tab. My bad. Each tab looks a bit cleaner, or the command tab looks a lot cleaner. I don't know how the map, quest, armory, item shop, and store are gonna look, but this looks clean. It looks clean as hell. So definitely looking forward to seeing how this plays out. Yeah, it looks like you can now just change your heroes in the command, so that's really tight. Speaking of heroes, the new hero system is coming out, and I'm not going to read all of that, but I will read it and give some opinions of my own, as I usually do. So what it says is, we're excited to announce a brand new hero system. This system has been redesigned to offer more flexible approach to customizing your loadout with more options and rooms for activity. You will have a total of 6 heroes to manage, up from the previous 3. Yeah, so essentially what that looks like, if you go into Save the World, you go to the Heroes tab, you see your 3 heroes, your main hero, your support slot, your tactical slot, and then you see the 3 mission defenders, right? So essentially what they're saying is, take the 3 mission defenders out and put in 3 more heroes. That's essentially what you're getting. I think this is cool. If it's gonna work like, hey, you get this amount of tactical and this amount of support, then that's dope. That's dope. But I'm probably gonna be in the minority in this one. I probably would rather, I don't want to say rather, because I think I do want this. I do want what they're doing right now, but I would rather see a more preset. I would rather see a preset hero slot kind of deal, kind of like how Call of Duty has the creative class. You pick what weapon you want, and then when you start the game, you can select what weapon set you made ready to go, so that you don't have to go back, pick that gun, pick the attachments, and then go back in. Kind of like how they have it, where it's just once you've made your set of heroes and all that stuff, your perks or whatever you wanted on it already, you can just switch out. So what I'm talking about is something along the lines of this, right? You guys watch my channel. If you look at the past live streams, you guys would have seen that I played a lot of Ninja back in the day, right? I rarely played any other hero, but now I've started picking up Urban Assault Headhunter and Machinist Thora, and as you can see in the video, Jess. Right? So what I'm saying is, I would like to see them give players the option to have those heroes and the perks that you want on them already set up, right? So if I was being a headhunter and I'm playing fight the category, right? I think that's the mission type. Category storm, whatever the case may be, right? And I wanted there's no constructor, so I wanted to switch to a constructor. Now when I use my constructor, I have sometimes I'll have a hero that supports my that has a support perk for ability damage, right? Boost my ability damage. And in my tactical slot, I have heavy base Kyle, I think, for feel the base. So every time I get 30 kills to Husk near my base, their souls will go into my my base thing that I put down on the on the fort, and it would cause an explosion. So what I'm saying is, I would like to see the option, or just a feature that allows me to quickly change to her. Just pick that preset and then go in without having to, change out my heroes as quickly as I can. Just have those heroes already ready to go, and I just select that slot and be on my way. I just think that'd be cool too. But I like this 6 hero thing, and how they make it work is beyond me. But I think they're gonna make it work really well. And then they got this coming up too. You're changing a lot of stuff. I've upgraded. What happens to my invested mats? Here's what they said. We're working on an investment refund feature that will activate whenever we make significant changes to schematics, heroes, survivors, defenders, or any other item you've upgraded. Essentially, they're going to give you the option to refund the entire thing and de-level your weapons if they make some big boy changes. So let's say all of a sudden the Gravedigger is now the worst weapon to own in the game. You can literally get all your mats back and de-level it. It's cool by me. I like that idea. So that way I don't, accidentally build it and waste some materials. I can just build it and use materials I don't actually use anymore, right? Or they make obsidian weapons like really good. Maybe even better than Shadow Shard weapons. And of course, with obsidian comes Bright Core and Shadow Shard Sunbeam. You get the point, right? You can possibly de-level your gun back to star 3, choose obsidian to star 4, and then from obsidian to Bright Core. You know what I mean? And that's what they're doing right now. They won't automatically restart your stuff. You're gonna have to opt in to do that, kind of like with the reperk combobulator thing, where you could choose to recombobulate the perks you got on a gun or not, which is kind of cool to me. I look forward to that. Hopefully they don't do anything drastic. I don't want them to mess with the Gravedigger. I just got that gun. I didn't even get it to God status yet. Let me get it to God status and decide whether or not I like it. Just let me have that option, please. And the last thing that I am the most excited about is Fortnitmares. So if you played Fortnitmares last year, it's essentially the same thing, just a couple of different things, right? So they said, here's what they said. I can actually read the full thing here. The most ghoulish event of the year is back. Old heroes are returning along with many new faces. You'll head to Hexylvania to revisit last year's Lat Moon Rising questline. If you played the event last year, you may notice a few changes and even more Vlad than before. New visitors to Hexylvania will deliver some spooky world saving as Ray and company confront history's evilest Vlad. I'm pretty sure I read that wrong, but essentially, the questline's back. I forget the hero's name. I think it's Bloodthirst AC. That hero is coming back, and I've heard he's a pretty good Outlander, like a really good Outlander. So that's something to look forward to. And if you haven't been paying attention to their Twitter, Skull Ranger, and Brainiac Jonesy, Skull Ranger Ramirez and Brainiac Jonesy. I'm pretty sure that's not her name, but I'm gonna go with it anyway. Those two are going to be free heroes. Now, whether that means they're going to be in the quest line or in the event store is completely beyond me. But I'm excited. You guys know who I'm rooting for to be some new heroes. My boy Dyer, my Hex Girl Dusk, possibly that other vampire thingy-majigger, the other vampire dude who I missed out on actually getting in Battle Royale, Fable, and that was mainly it for me. yeah, those were the main heroes that I wanted. The main skins from Battle Royale that I wanted to become heroes. So yeah, hopefully they make it in. Hopefully some of them, if not all of them. Hopefully, I pray that my boy Dyer makes it in because he's too good to pass up. He fits the Halloween theme too well. But that's besides the case. I'm gonna be live streaming that for sure, no doubt about it. I'm hella excited. This whole update, this whole little state of development update is incredible. I'm a bit worried, but at the same time, I'm very excited. So yeah, very excited. This is all good, epic. Keep it up. Y'all keep it up. Maybe let's dial it back on Battle Royale. Let's get some of them Battle Royale players, Battle Royale people to come over here to work. Help out. No, let's not do that though. But I guess in Battle Royale news, the revolver's coming back. Now, if it's gonna be the same model as the old revolver, or is gonna take the judge look of the revolver, that's a different story. Marine Corps Ramirez might make her appearance back in Battle Royale. I'm not too sure yet. I will pick it up if she does. But that's about it for me, you guys. Had a lot of fun. I don't know why I had fun, but well, I don't know how to make outros. Either way, this update is looking good. Still sucks about it not being free, but hey, I'd rather be free late than early, So, with that being said, it's been your boy Desolate Trent, aka Trent. Love and save the world. Loved it since I started. Can't wait to see what the future holds. And I will see you guys later. Peace.